Yesterday was a truly dark day in Miami sports. Um, I think that the frustrations is that it feels like one team is carrying everyone else. The only exception is the Florida Panthers, who won 2 games this week and won 7 in a row, including the game last night against Philadelphia Flyers. But literally, everybody else in the same week. You had the Dolphins lose to the Bills. You had the Heat losing 3 games this week. And the game I already talked about, the Hurricanes losing to a Georgia Tech team. And then I feel like the biggest blow, the worst, the icing of the cake, the worst of all is Inter Miami losing in the first round against Atlanta United. We'll talk about that, but it was a truly dark day for Miami sports, a truly dark day. How is it possible that one team is doing well and everyone else can't get a victory? Why? Just why? With all that being said, I didn't do the recap at all last night. I was so hurt. I was so heartbroken. I was so angry. I just didn't want to do it last night, if you can understand that. But I feel like this afternoon I'm a little bit more calm and collective that I can do this. So let's go. So it's Sergei Bobrovsky going up against Erickson for the Philadelphia Flyers. The first shot in the game came from Lawton for a wrist shot, but Bobrovsky. This was a good game. To say the least. There was an Ekblad shot that hit the crossbar, hit the post. Then Philadelphia was on the attack. Konecny with the wrist shot. Lawton with the snap shot. Bobby Brink also with the wrist shot. But in the end, it was bound to go into the back of the net, as there would be a score. Philadelphia would open the game. He is assisted by Bobby Brink. That's his 4th assist of the season. Scott Lawton with a primary assist, 4th assist of the season as well. And off the snap shot is Joel Farabee. Farabee's 3rd goal of the season. That came at 4 minutes and 57 seconds into the game. So Farabee gets a score in. Rodriguez, 2 minutes later, gets called for a trip against Couturier. Flyers go on the power play. Shot on targets came a little bit late in the power play as Anthony Richard tries to get a wrist shot in, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Andre with the wrist shot, that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Frost with the deflection, that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Penalties killed off, but one more for Forster with a snap shot that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky with some beautiful, amazing saves, and some of them were Ahmed Rash's saves. I mean, you can't compete against Bobrovsky. Apparently, he is so flippin' talented. He really is. So after that situation, we have a penalty a few minutes later with Nick Seeler called for interference against Los Serene. Florida goes on a power play. Kachuk with the wrist shot that was saved by Erickson. Penalty is killed off. Florida is trying to get one in. Also, Owen Tippett, a former Panther, is trying to keep the game going. But both times, Bobrovsky saved the puck. Owen Tippett with the wrist shot saved by Bobrovsky, and also with the backhand. And those were awesome saves as well. In the end, Philadelphia leads this one 1-0. We go to the second period. To start off with the Nate Schmidt wrist shot that was saved by Erickson. Lawton with the wrist shot as well. A minute after that was saved by Bobrovsky as well. Eventually, we get a shot on goal in after Courtier with the wrist shot, but that was also saved by Bobrovsky. We would get a goal. It's a tie game. Barkov gets his 10th assist of the season, and Rodriguez would get his 4th assist of the season. And off the missile, off a rocket launch slap shot, is Nate Schmidt. Nate Schmidt gets his 2nd goal of the season, and he buries it past Ersson. What a missile shot is by Nate Schmidt. It was at the far. It's right on top of the blue, almost as forward as a blue line, and that one goes past Ersson, and Ersson just was flabbergasted and off guarded by it. Nate Schmidt with the missile, man. I think that when if I remember now, that's his first goal at home with the Panthers. But that's not all. That's not all, folks. Because 3 minutes later, another goal after Philadelphia tries to get that go-ahead goal. Farabee with the wrist shot and Brink with all the wrist shots, and all the Bobrovsky save all the pucks. However, 8:40 into the game, we would take the lead. He is assisted by Reinhart. That's his 12th assist of the season. And Edward Rodriguez, 2nd assist of the season, and his 5th assist of the season. And off the snapshot, it is Kulikov. Dmitry Kulikov gets his first home goal as the Panthers uniform in 9 years. And that's his 2nd goal of the season, and that is absolutely well-deserved by Dmitry Kulikov. It's Cooley time, man. Cooley time, bro. Beautiful snapshot by Kulikov to take the lead for the Florida Panthers 2-1 over the Philadelphia Flyers. However, before we can continue on, there would be a timeout by Phillies. I think isn't the coach John Tortella, the coach that easily loses temper. So what happened is they were looking at this play. There was some dispute from the Flyers team that the puck may have been out of play. And Flyers head coach did challenge it. In all fairness with this play is, it was really close. It was really, really hard to tell. What happens is, I think it was either Reinhart, Rodriguez. It was somebody. I forgot who it was. Who cares? He's trying to pass it off. Then the puck took a deflection off the Flyers' skate, and then ricocheted up this way. Right? So where you track the puck is really hard to tell. I don't know. Nobody knows whether or not if the puck went at the netting. It was so hard to tell. Maybe it hit the top of the plastic and the very low of the net. It was so hard to tell. It was very inconclusive. So yeah, if it took that long, they were really, really looking at that puck, and nobody could tell. They just can't tell. So the goal stands. Kulikov still gets a 2nd. Flyers would get a delay of game penalty. It was because of an unsuccessful challenge. Farabee will serve that penalty, and Florida takes the lead, 2-1 over the Flyers. In this power play, they didn't do anything with this, so it was a penalty kill by the Flyers. Carter Verhaeghe with the tip in, that was saved by Ersson. There would be a game-tying goal, unfortunately. He is assisted by Rasmus Ristolainen, not Lucerinen. I know it's a little bit confusing for a bit, but it's Ristolainen. That's his 2nd assist of the season. And Travis Konecny, that's his 9th assist of the season. By the way, if I butcher it, I apologize. I had a rough night. Off the wrist shot, it's Anthony Richard. That's his first goal of the season. And he ties the game up for the Flyers 2-2. However, unfortunately for them, almost 2 minutes later, we would get a goal back as he is assisted by Mikkola. That's his 8th assist of the season. And Carter Verhaeghe's also 8th assist of the season. Off the slap shot, I mean, you can't. There's no way you could beat that on that right angle. It's Sam Bennett. That's his ninth goal of the season, and it's another go-ahead goal by Florida, and they have taken the lead 3-2 in the second period. Awesome stuff. Flyers now really, Owen Tippett specifically, are really trying to get that game-tying goal. Owen Tippett tries a wraparound, that didn't work. Owen Tippett tries a wrist shot, that didn't work. Konensi with the wrist shot, that didn't work. Andre with the snap shot, that also didn't work. And Farabee with the tip in, that also didn't work. As Bobrovsky became a brick wall Bob once again. That ends the second period. Florida leading 3-2 over the Philadelphia Flyers. There was some pushing and shoving from there and there, as there will be more of those in the third period. By the third period starts, that game started. So, I'm watching two games at the same time. I'm at that point where I have to, nothing against the Panthers, but I was really counting on Inter Miami to try to get this dub, which we'll talk about that in the next video. Unfortunately, why would I want to do that though? But in this game, I did see a goal. I did see what happened. I did see a fight. I did see all of that. It's really easy to tell for me. Anyway, it starts off with a Gustav Forsson with a wrist shot, but Ersson has it. A little bit of a slow start in the third period. There was some shots there and there from Philadelphia and Florida, but all of them were stopped. In 7:31 into the third period, though, Barkov gets called for interference against Garnett Hathaway. Barkov goes to the penalty box, and a very rare penalty for Barkov, unfortunately. Courtsinier with the tip in that was saved by Bobrovsky, and Bobrovsky was able to stop that one. Now, during the face-off, something happened in the face-off. Mikola Konensi was, hitting each other with a stick. It was wild. And it happened during the face-off, too. And they were both ready to fight. They're ready to beat each other up. They were really going to beat each other up. It was off the face-off, too. So, both of them, Mikola and Konensi, whatever, I tried. Both of them are called for an unsportsmanlike contact. It remained a power play for the Flyers. There was a shorthanded chance from Lundell. The penalty. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, the penalty is killed off before the Lundell tries to wrist shot off on Harrison, but that was saved. However, after the face-off, 11 seconds later, there would be a game-tying goal as Bobrovsky just did not have a chance in this one. As he is assisted by Sealer, that's his third assist of the season, and Lawton's fifth assist of the season. I think that's his second assist of the game. His fifth assist of the season, and off the backhand is Hathaway with his second goal of the season, and he ties it up for the Philadelphia Flyers. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun to tie it up like that. So, all of a sudden, it's a pretty darn good game. A few minutes later, Florida was really pushing to get that go-ahead goal again. Lundell tries to wrap around on Ersson. That didn't work. Volquist tries to deflect. That didn't work as well. Lossarian 2 times in a row with the tip in, not the rebound wrist shot. That also didn't work as Ersson was saving the pucks as well. Backhand Nosek is saved by Ersson. And Philadelphia taking a breath. Owen Tippett tried to snapshot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Carver Higgy tries to end it, but that didn't work as Ersson has the puck. And we go to overtime. Both teams get a point. And mind you, I'm also keeping track of this game. But in overtime, there was an overtime, second overtime of the. Was it second overtime? No, it's a third overtime of the season. Was it? I'm pretty sure it's our third. I'm gonna stand by it. So it's our third. It's our third overtime of the season. Farabee with the first shot on target, that was saved by Bobrovsky. Verhaeghe tries to shoot off after that. That was saved by Ersson. Farabee with the wrist shot, that was saved by Bobrovsky. Bobby Brink with the backhand, that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Brink misses to the right. Sanheim with the snapshot, that was saved by Bobrovsky. And Boquist hits the post. That should have been it right there. That would have been an overtime victory. Evan Rodriguez with the wrist shot that was saved by Harrison. And taking a deep breath on this game, which was already crazy enough. And Bobrovsky is making some critical saves to keep the game in hands for the Florida Panthers. Bobby was really, really awesome. He was great. Sunham tries to do a little, and then and a lot of times they were rushing. They were doing little odd man rushes, which is Florida's weakness. Odd man rush in the breakaways. It was a weakness. Sunham with the backhand, but Bobrovsky saved it. Lundell nearly finished the game off with the wrist shot, but Harrison saved it. Konensi, with 3 seconds left in the game, off the breakaway, odd man rush, but Bobrovsky has it. And for the first time of the season, we go to a shootout. Our first shootout of the season. Let's see what they do. We start off, Barkov we're going down the ice, trying to get to Harrison. And he does a backhand, and mind you, there's a one-handed, backhanded shot by Barkov, and that puck went by to the back of the net. That was filthy of the filthy, bro. How do you do a one hand, let alone a backhand one hand? I don't know. He's a magician. Next up, Konensi, Konensi, whatever. With the wrist shot, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky has that one. Sam Reinhart next. Looking to make it a 2-0 lead. But that puck went right to Harrison off the wrist shot. Next up, Owen Tippett. Yeah, Owen Tippett has that one with the wrist shot to tie it up in the shootout, 1-1. Lundell with the third man up with the backhand. He tries the backhand to Harrison, but that did not work. Philadelphia now has a chance to win this game with Bobby Brink. And Bobby Brink with a snapshot, but Bobrovsky has it, and he saw it, and it came right to him. So a good save by Bobrovsky. Matthew Tkachuk, fourth man up, so we go to round 4 of the shootout. Matthew Tkachuk with the backhand, but that didn't work as Harrison saved that one. Contreras with the wrist shot, but that was also saved by Bobrovsky. We go to the 5th round. Eder Rodriguez comes up with the backhand, and he scores on this one. It's now 2-1 in the shootout. Morgan Frost now has to score this to keep the game alive. He didn't do it. It was a wrist shot, but Bobrovsky saved it. And the Florida Panthers win this game 4-3 in shootout against the Philadelphia Flyers. It was a tough game from start to finish, but we have it as we won our 7th game in a row. When we look at the team stats, 37 shots on target for Philly, 31 for Florida, 23 face-off wins for Philly, 16 hits. I'm sorry, hits. 23 hits for Philly, 16 hits for Florida, 34 face-off wins for Florida. That's 55.7. 27 face-off wins for Philly, 44.3%. Both teams have 2 power play opportunities. They didn't get anything. 16 block shots for Philly, 7 for Florida, 6 takeaways for Philly, 3 for Florida, 15 giveaways for Florida, 10 giveaways for Philadelphia. And stars of the game, Evan Rodriguez gets 1 star for 2 assists. Sam Bennett gets 2 stars for 1 goal. 3 stars goes Sergei Bobrovsky with 34 saves. 34 saves, that's 919 save percentage against Philadelphia Flyers, as he saved 34 out of 37 shots on target in the normal game. And he saved 4 pucks in the shootout to go along with it. He was spectacular in this game. Sure, there was 3 hiccups, but he was pretty darn good. And our next matchup is a true test. I think this week now it's going to be a big test for the Florida Panthers. They got the New Jersey Devils twice, Tuesday and Thursday. They now have to face against the best team in the league as of right now. This time recording, the Winnipeg Jets. On Saturday, on November 16th, on my birthday, and they go to Winnipeg to play against Jets on Tuesday the 19th. So both games are going to be incredibly. They're going to be incredibly important in a true test to see what the Florida Panthers are capable of. So, anyway, folks, that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content because Miami Team GS is back. When he does, have it right there with the fear team you deserve. I got to do this recap now. Great. That's going to do it. See you guys in the next one. See you later.